I'm really trying to figure out this song.
Hey, Ratchet.
And
I'm sorry.
That's why you can't let niggas do nothing. Okay.
No sense.
I have to make up a song. I have to. Michael's gonna be so disrespected. Oh my god, this is the first time he's not here and hear it. Okay. You ready? Okay, actually, you know what? I got one real. I'm gonna start it and you just gotta go. You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
I got you.
You ready? Okay.
Busting out the bells at the box. Fuck 12. Stop. In the box.
Stop.
I just hit the stick in the box.
Where you at? Oh, I'm sorry. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. Something. Talk about the A.
She sucked that nigga so.
Got cash out. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Slash.
I won't never sell my soul.
See, your man can't never say you don't know these words. He can't say you don't know these words. You see how he do? He always out here bullshitting.
I just can't remember how to start the song. Like
It's just
eat.
What
It's some words. What's after the eat?
I couldn't even tell you. I can't even lie to you. I wish I could lie to you, but I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
I don't know what's
I wish I
after
could
that.
lie, but I can't. Okay. Well, friends, welcome to the Wine Night Podcast. It's lit in this bitch. So, as y'all all can obviously hear, Sir Michael is not here because this is the first time we have an all-women's cast. We had to kick him out. You know he don't know how to act. It's just us. And actually, we are the originators of the Real Wine Night. So, this is a treat for all of y'all.
Yes.
Every last one. Yeah, just go ahead, give yourself some snaps. Just give yourself some snaps. Woo. So I'm going to start it off. You know, my name is Nia.Biaa, and I'm one of the co-hosts of the Why Not podcast. This is the first time you're listening to me. And, Michael's not here. I was about to say, you know what? 3 X's because he's nasty. He's Mikey Rocks, okay? We got to introduce him even though he's not here. But it's a podcast about nothing and everything black all at the same time. All at the damn same time. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves? Go ahead, queens. Go ahead.
Yes, and I am Morel. And what would you like to know about me?
I don't know. Tell him. You out here squatting, girl.
I'm out here squatting. I'm out here working on my figure.
Okay.
I graduate in May.
Okay, summer is 75 days away.
Oh my God.
Away.
Girl. Oof.
Y'all got me fucked up. Yeah, I'm counting. No, it's probably not even summer. Graduation is which is when my summer starts. So you know what? Summer for me starts in 75 days, honey.
Hello.
I'm doing the chicken head if y'all can't, since y'all can't see me.
Chicken head to head with me.
Y'all a hot ass mess. Kim, would you like to introduce
So,
yourself?
as Nia had said, it is my first time. Oh, I feel so honored and welcomed, really. But yes, my name is Hey Miss Jackson. That's my Instagram name with 3 E's.
With 3 E's because
yes,
you
with
nasty
3
too.
But yes, pronouns she, her, hers, and occasionally queen. Woo woo.
no, she didn't.
And a Cali native. I am an LA girl through and through. And you know, I'm happy to be here. Yes, great.
You know,
graduating in May.
Yes, you know what I just realized? So I'm the East Coast, Rails Midwest, and then you all the way on the West side. Oh, all right, okay. Well, see, some
I
niggas
really
just
don't
don't know how to
claim the
act.
Midwest though.
But Ohio is
Southern
technically
living.
the Midwest.
I am not from. I'm from
Southern
the
loving.
South.
7-Eleven.
Sweetheart,
I'm
you are
a
not-
Southern Belle.
You are not a Southern Belle.
I want you all to know that I'm a Southern Belle.
You really got to stop lying.
A beast from the east, the best from the west, and a little bit of Southern loving.
Okay. But she needs to be from the South.
But
Belle, is your family even from the South?
Yes.
We're in the South. We're in the South.
A little bit of all over.
That's what black people say. Yeah, I'm Native American. You be like, what tribe? Cherokee. We a little bit of everything. Y'all ain't shit. Well, I mean, you know, welcome.
I like that, Kimberly.
oh, thanks, girl. Thanks, girl.
Y'all ain't. I gotta get new friends. Welcome. All right, y'all. So we gonna kick this off the right way. So we have this like new segment type thing, right? So I'm gonna explain it to y'all. And usually what happens is I bring up a bunch of topics to Michael and he tells me if he's heard them or not. And then after he tells me if he's heard them, I ask him if he cares. If he does not care, we move on to the next topic. If he does care, we talk about the topic a little bit. So are you ready for this?
Yes.
We ain't gonna get nowhere today, honey. Okay. So our first topic for have you heard of this? Do you care or not? Is Summer Walker. So Summer Walker has currently I guess you could say, taking an exit from social media. And the reason why she is currently taking this exit from social media is because everybody is calling her racist. If you have not noticed, she has been showing up to airports in trash bags, covered head to toe, because of the coronavirus. Why do I keep wanting to call it carnivorous? Who is that? I don't know. The coronavirus, excuse me. A couple days ago, if not yesterday, I can't remember. Oh, well, this podcast is coming out next week. So a week ago, she posted up, I guess, like a pretty problematic video of some Asian people wiping their nose on a train. And she was like, this shit is nasty. And she's also had some controversial topics in the past about like homeless people and specifically the carnivorous virus. So, one, have you heard of it?
I have not heard of it.
So do you
I did
care
see
about
her
it
in the
though?
airport with the mask
with the
on,
mask
on social
on.
media. Yeah.
Do you care about it? Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk about it?
I care about it. Do you care about it, Kimberly?
Get yours off, sis.
Okay, let's do it then.
Because it's not just Summer Walker.
Yeah,
I have an issue with everyone who's wearing the mask in the airport. Like, if you're going to do it, okay? That's your business. But why do you have to post it on social media?
And why are we being so extra about it is what I can't understand. Like, something I'm trying to figure out is why people don't know the difference between a pandemic and an epidemic. This is a pandemic where something's happening and we should all be knowledgeable about it.
Exactly.
But it's not an epidemic where if everybody sneezes, you know, everybody's going to die. It's not the Black Plague. We got to get it together, y'all.
All
And
together.
I feel so bad about it. Like, people are really out here just acting a fool, especially towards Asian people, which I'm really not here for, to be completely honest.
And it's annoying because all they have to do is read. The CDC has published several announcements through CNN, through People. Like, all you have to do is read. And it literally says the masks are not going to do anything.
Absolutely
They're not going to
nothing.
prevent the coronavirus.
Your trash bag, honey, is not doing
It's
absolutely
not
anything
doing
but making you look
anything.
extremely ignorant.
Extremely ignorant. All you have to do is wash your hands, put sanitizer on, wipe down your desk at the end of the day or at the end of the week. That's the only thing that's going to prevent it. It has even gone so far that Obama has had enough. He has gotten on Twitter.
And y'all know when y'all bring my uncle out to say something, I get mad. He should not have to come out of retirement just to let you niggas know that you acting the damn fool.
Y'all are acting a fool. And you look like a fool, too. Steve Harvey and his wife look like a fool.
you did it
Yes,
too?
He did it, too.
Damn, girl, you
Yep.
should lead the segment. Not me.
No, I'm sorry, because every time I see it, I just get so upset because this, to me, then is going to turn into, they're going to start
It's
targeting.
xenophobia.
Yeah, you're going to start targeting Asians and Asian Americans, and it's not okay, because to me, it just needs to stop.
Yeah.
Go read and see what the CDC
And you know,
says.
and so I actually, to update some things, like I heard that actually sanitizer, depending on what sanitizer you use, won't do anything either. So sanitizer breaks down bacteria. However, there are some sanitizers that break down mucus, which is the way that it is traveling, which is why they say stop shaking people's hands, stop putting your hands on your face after you've touched things, because that is how it's spreading. So it's only spreading once you've gotten it to your mouth, but it's not
Exactly.
airborne, so y'all gotta cut it out. Y'all do look ignorant. And Summer Walker, I feel so hurt because this is not the first time she said something or done something hella controversial. And the problem I'm having with it is that everybody's trying to tell her why it's xenophobic, and she's just like, y'all are just too sensitive. And I'm a little over people saying when something's wrong and we're correcting you about it, calling people sensitive about it. So it's like, honey, you had one of the best albums of 2019,
Seriously.
hands down. But I don't think I ever need to be around you if this is the way you're going to start treating and acting around people, because that shit looks ignorant. It just looks ignorant.
And you might have to edit this out, but we weren't too
Talk
sensitive
about
when we
it.
were supporting her and when she was saying, like,
Ooh.
you know, like, what was she going through?
When she was talking about her mental health and how she had
Anxiety.
social anxiety and all that other shit. You ain't have social anxiety to walk around that goddamn airport looking like a motherfucking fool.
Let's
So
talk about it.
let's talk.
We weren't too sensitive when we were supporting her through that, so why can't you be sensitive to other people? Like,
And even when people were complaining about her concerts, the way how
Yeah.
she ended it short and everything, and a lot of people were trying to attack her because she just didn't have a good stage presence, but she not tricked, but a lot of people did not get their money.
They didn't get their money's worth.
Yeah.
And because she sat there and she said this is something really important to them. And then what she did was turn around and got mad at everybody who didn't support her.
Yeah.
So then I don't understand how there's 1,000 people, even people who aren't in that community, that is telling you that this is problematic. And the first thing you're saying is people are too sensitive and we need to get over it. And honestly, Summer Walker, I wish where's Charlemagne with the donkey of the day? Because honestly, that stuff is ignorant. We got to stop. And it breaks my heart because I have an employee who's Asian and he's saying how like people are like yelling at him as he's walking out, talking about we don't want your virus in our country, all kinds of problematic things. And he's like, I haven't even been home. And he's not even Chinese. He's like Vietnamese or whatever the fuck. And he's just like, this is a problem. And so for people to spread these like this stuff that's wrong, it really just breaks my heart. And then on top of that, when we choose to be ignorant towards things, but we wouldn't allow white people to do this to the black delegation. So I don't know why we think it's okay to do it to somebody else. But that's neither here nor there. Actually, you know what? Since it's a lady podcast, I'm only going to talk about ladies' things. So on to the next topic of do you care or not. Dwayne Wade and his daughter. This is something that's been going around, and a lot of people have had a lot to say about it. We are talking about you, Boosie. Yes. We're talking about you.
Oh, my goodness.
So, have you heard of it?
I have. Yes.
Do you care? Do you care? Tell me, hit me with an amen if you care.
I mean, unfortunately, I'm dating someone who is an immense Boosie fan. So it's a learning opportunity for both of us, really. So I can understand the ignorance that his fans are, including himself. But also I feel like it's a need to understand like where Boosie is coming from in his followers, just so I know how to like address these conversations.
I got you with the follow-up. Don't even worry about it, sis. I got you. That's what I'm here for. What about you, Rail? Have you heard of it? Do you care?
I've heard of it. And I no longer care.
Oh.
And that sounds bad, but
that's real.
You got
that is real.
Boosie with a grain of salt.
It is
similar
real.
to what Kimberly said.
Well, for those of y'all who probably do not know what the hell I'm talking about, Dwayne Wade had I don't even know he has a daughter who was originally born as a male and is now deciding, I believe at 12 years old, that they would like to change their pronouns to she, her, and hers and be identified as a female, right? So Boosie loudly took an opinion against this and decided to say that he would prefer Dwayne Wade not to, oh God, I don't even want to say it, to remove the appendage between his legs because he may change his mind later and he may fall in love with a woman later. And there's so many layers to why this is fucked up. And I don't even know if we have enough time to break down why it's so fucked up. But the overall problem is this person has decided that they would like to be identified as a female. Dwayne Wade and his family has chosen to respect those wishes and make sure that they feel loved. No one said anything about gender corrective surgery. No one said anything about I don't know where Boosie got the surgery shit from. I think he just got mad and just started yelling and all of those things. So that's pretty much the rundown of that.
He just needs some education.
Yeah. Well, then let's educate the people then. Let's talk about it.
I'm not making excuses for Boosie by any means. I think, similar to what Kimberly was saying, he just needs some education and some understanding because he clearly doesn't have it. Y'all know we spent the whole wine night. How long did we go back and forth about this topic?
I think about 2 hours on this by itself about why it was problematic. Would one of y'all like to explain why it's so fucked up? I don't know if I can do it as much justice before I get upset and then I'm just rambling for 15, 20 minutes straight. Or we can also move on. I mean, shit, y'all don't got to talk about a damn thing. Y'all are independent black women.
Mainly my confusion came from, or correction came from gender versus sexuality because when I was trying to have a conversation with a Boosie fan, they did not understand this concept, which admittedly is not easy to grasp, especially since And I almost, like I said, I can't even be mad at like the fans and everything because it's the school systems, it's the upbringing, and it's just like the lack of education and the lack of access to finding this stuff out. Because me and my partner didn't have these conversations until I met him, and he is 33. Yes, 33 years old.
Girl, because we couldn't tell how old he was. You kept telling him he was 35, 36. Yeah, I didn't know how old he is, girl.
That's awful of me. I do love my man, y'all. Just I do. But those conversations didn't happen until we met. So, I mean, I can only imagine the kind of people Boosie is around and not understanding the difference between gender and sexuality. And sometimes people can't even wrap their minds around it after they are educated. Like, no, it is all, like, inclusive. And I'm too old to even wrap my mind around new laws and new things. So, I mean, it sucks. I just hope we're not perpetuating like this lack of knowledge to like our kids, and I think that's where like the education should really be rooted in, rather than arguing with grown ass people. So,
because Chile.
I mean, right.
Ooh, Chile. Ooh,
right. Yeah,
Chile.
That's mine.
Well, I think you said that beautifully, and honestly, I'm just going to leave that one on the note of let's lead with love, people, and let's actually open our ears before we open our mouths. I think one thing that Boosie suffers from is know it nigga syndrome, and that's just when the nigga just feels like he knows it all, and it don't matter how old you are. Sometimes you don't. You got to get it together. Let's just leave it
together.
You better let them know. Can I get an amen? Okay? We just gonna leave with love. Okay, and so the last thing is, I know we all saw the movie, but I'm just gonna ask it for the sake of our fans. So, Issa Rae and Lakeith oh, God damn it, what's his last? Oh, damn. Lakeith, I know it's his first name. God, is it Stanfield? No, I'm messing up. I'm so sorry, but we liked you in the movie. You look good. Yeah. But they had, oh shit, what was the name of the movie? The photograph. Thank you. So the photograph just came out not too long ago. Did y'all hear about it? I know the answer, but you got it. It's Stanfield. Yeah, Stanfield? I was correct. Lakeith Stanfield. Yes. So did you hear about it? Of course you did. So did you care about it? Let's talk about it. Yes. Right. Ooh, black people.
Now you
in
know
love.
we all in love. We all got men.
Men's and Nia, men's and them, men's and friends.
That moodful. Oh my goodness. I can't even speak. That movie was so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Beautiful.
A lot of people were saying that they did not like the movie because they felt like it just was kind of boring. I don't know exactly what they were looking for or what they expected out of it. But there was some I won't say controversy, but there were some opinions about the film and how people felt about it. So now that, we've taken some time away from it, I think it came out, almost, I want to say a month ago, but about 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago. How are y'all feeling about the movie? Y'all here for the Black love movie?
Yeah, so we went to see it on Tuesday. And I've been thinking about that movie ever since Tuesday.
Really?
I felt like I was in the movie. I just enjoyed it so much. I kept reflecting on it. I'm like, oh, it was so beautiful. I didn't have anything bad to say about the movie. I really enjoyed it.
Okay. What about you, Kim?
I saw it twice. One with the band.
I
love my girl so much that I had to see it again. Lord have mercy. See that's all right. That's the power of friendship.
That's the power of friendship. That's right. Tell the people about it. Tell them about it.
So it was really nice seeing it with two different sets of people, and interestingly enough, the first time I saw it with the Bay, it sparked a conversation of, do I believe at love at first sight? And I shamefully said no, I don't. And I think it was the definition that both Bobby, that's my partner's name, and I had of what it means. And I would like to bring that question up to y'all. Do you believe in it?
Look at her leading the podcast.
I did.
Okay. So we have a new co-host, and her name is Kimberly Jackson, all the way from California. And welcome to the Quiet Storm.
I thought it was
No. It's fine. I used to when I was younger. Right. So I would say that I used to believe love at first sight. Like, you just see that person, like, boom. I think that there is, I don't want to say attraction at first sight, but I think that there's something cosmic that brings two people together. So you know that you have some type of a connection at first sight type of thing. You feel it. I feel like you know it when you have those conversations. You know with the look. You know with the the interactions that you have, and then I think it turns into like lusty at first sight because I'm ready to. But that's a different podcast for a different day. And then I think it turns into love because I believe that love is a choice, and I think that love is constantly a choice. Like I love you, and I have to choose to love you every single day because I can love anybody if you really. In my opinion, I think you can love anyone if you try hard enough or if you work towards that. So I personally would have to say no, but I do think that there is like connection at first sight, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with Nia. I think you choose to love.
Okay.
I think you do like lust, or when you see someone for their outward appearance, like you like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's my baby daddy. That's my man.
Oh no,
that's my future husband.
There's about 10 of them out here. There's about 10 of them out here.
Yes.
That's a bond.
Yeah, listen.
I'm telling Devon.
I'm
telling.
No,
But
I'm
no,
just
yeah, I
playing.
agree with Nia.
Okay. You got any more questions, Kimberly?
So yeah, what did you think?
Well, like I said no. But I think I said no because it never happened to me. So I can't particularly say I believe in something that. Well, I'm lying. Personally, it didn't happen to me. So for a long time, I do agree that you have to like work at love, and I think the phrase implies that like love happens to you, and I disagree with that notion. So,
That love happens to you?
yeah, like when you said you have to choose to love somebody like constantly, and you can try to work towards love when it was never there or whatever. So
Well, let me clarify. I think that like if you have some type of connection with that person first, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that is what attracts people to each other. I think it's less in the connection of something, like you feel that there's something between y'all. What it is, I don't know, but I don't necessarily want to say that it's love because I've had those I've had a initial connection with someone, but that didn't mean that was love, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from in sense of you once you get past because I think there's stages to love as well, right? Like, oh, I love you, I have like feelings for you, right? I love you, I care about you deeply, and then there's like I'm in love with you, right? And I feel like once you get to like the in love with you part, that's where the work begins because I have to choose to be in love with you every day.
yeah, no, I definitely agree, Nia, and it mimicked a lot of what I said during our conversation when I did have it with Bobby, and I think it just boils down to the definitions and like what you define as love or a connection or the difference between love and being in love, and just working through like who you're talking to in those situations.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was just gonna say too, we have to sit, and we talked about it, Nia. We have to sit through the Notebook. We have to sit through all of these white love stories, and to be honest, I just don't enjoy any of them. So to have, I'm just being honest. Like I've never sat there and cried. I'm like, type even. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I don't think that was you. I
What
think
was
it was me.
that?
Oh, that shit took my ear out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I can edit it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is
it's every
that?
time you put it on your head? Your earring?
No,
Or what is it?
Is it because we turned it up?
Could be. Try. No, that ain't it.
No, that's not it.
What is that?
Here,
Is it to the mic?
I'll try it now.
That might be why.
Well, why? It was fine before.
Try. Bring it back.
Oh, but put it on your ears. Let me see what that was.
No, I'm about to say, yeah,
I
because
think
it
that
should.
might be it just might be the mic is too loud.
Okay.
I just might have been too close.
Mhm.
Oh shit. Damn, we keep fucking this up. Well, not we. I was
No,
like,
you
it's
fine.
me.
You could take. You remember what you said? We could take it back all the way. To be honest.
Yeah, just go ahead. I'll edit it out.
Okay.
You were saying the love book, notebook.
Oh yes.
So is it start from me or her?
Start from her. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And can I just add something?
Go ahead, girl.
We have to sit through the Notebook, the Titanic. What's some other white love stories?
Girl, what do you mean? What's some of them? All of them.
All of
I don't even
them.
get any, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, so for people who are like they didn't like the movie, I just don't understand how they can't relate to like have a black love story in the theaters, to see it, and like I was talking with DeAndre. There was no negative connotation or negative representation
And
of a
all
black
of
woman
the
or a black
relationships
man.
were all black people. There was black
Exactly.
art. There was black people doing positive
Yeah.
stuff. They all had jobs.
Yeah.
That was like I was like blown away, and I had some small like critiques. And but at the end of the day, it's kind of like what Rel said. We have to watch all these other white people do all this other stuff. I think I can sit through a black movie that may not be like Oscar world winning, but sometimes you just need a black love story and that be.
And
Nice.
2 additions. First of all, Issa in her beauty, her hair
yes.
on point.
Talk about it. Talk
The
about
music
it.
on point.
Yeah, the music was good.
No, talk
And-
about it.
Oh my goodness. So the representation of like healthy black men relationships. His friend, I loved him because he really like exuded like positive like male relationship between hugging him.
Oh
when
my
he said
God,
goodbye,
yes.
Them going to
Love you, bro. Like,
Yo,
look
like
it,
for real,
yes.
Them going to a movie with each other. Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, those little
I don't even think I've ever
things-
seen 2 black men just go to the
Ever.
movies together. Like he was
Ever.
like, "We going to the movies." I was like, "What?" Like y'all gonna? I was like, "What y'all gonna sit next to each other?" Which is so sad to say, but I don't think I've ever just seen 2 men do something that's not like physical, like in a sense of like playing a sport or watching a game. You know what I mean? Like I've never seen something, and it wasn't even just like going to the movies. It was some shit in a foreign language, and it was like some art piece, and he was just like, "Yeah, we out," and I'm like, "Y'all gonna go watch an art piece? You sure?" Like it was very interesting. I enjoyed it. I
did. It was love.
Ooh, okay, y'all. Well, thank you for joining me for that segment, but we are going to move on. Are you ready for the spicy topic? So usually this one, takes a little bit longer. We got to hash it all the way out. So dig deep into yourselves, okay? All the way into your black womanhood, okay? Erica Baidu, Shirley Chisholm. I need you to well, maybe not Erica. She a little problematic sometimes. But like the songstress, our Beyoncés, our Michelles, you know what I'm saying? Like we out here. Are you ready?
Yes.
We about to pour this wine, honey.
I stay ready.
So you won't got to get ready. Take up that church. Take up that church. Okay, so I have 2 topics for y'all, and y'all get to choose which topic you like the most. Like, so you got to pick which one you feel like you could talk about for a little while, because we're gonna be here for at least 30 minutes more. You ready?
All right.
All right, bet. So the first topic is women need to shoot their shot more because then they can actually pick the kind of men that they want instead of waiting for a man to pick them, right? Okay, so that's topic number 1. You ready for number 2? Mm-hmm. Topic number 2 is from, unfortunately, I love me some 21 Savage, but he broke my heart a little bit with this one. Okay. So 21 Savage said, "A rich man can meet a broke woman and change her life, but a rich woman won't even look a broke man's way." So, I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds, and then y'all can decide which one you want. Okay, I'm going to put the Jeopardy on there. Okay,
I know.
Hey.
It's lit. All right, so which one y'all got?
We going with number 1.
Okay.
Behind door number
honey.
1. Door number 1.
I hope my baby's daddy behind door number 1. I want a new car. My baby needs some new shoes. Okay. Okay, so for everybody else, if you can't remember, door number 1 was women need to shoot their shot more because then they can actually pick the kind of men they want instead of waiting to be picked by a man. I'm going to let you know, I'm a little on, I don't know. I think you have to know who to shoot your shot to. I think it's not something that you just out here and you're Kobeing it to everybody. You know how the boys use Kobe, and then they would miss all the shots. See, that's not what I'm trying to do out here. Like, if I'm going to shoot my shot, then it's got to be the shot. Or at least, the first couple shots. You got to be the best. If I'm going to shoot my shot, because, I think I'm a little bit more traditional in that way. You want me to come say something. Okay. But I do understand that if I want him, well, I got to wait to want him. I can say something too. Exactly. I can say something too. So what y'all think?
Well, I feel as though my relationship is a product of me shooting my shot. I did the online thing since I was out here, and the stock here in Kansas or on campus was not that plentiful. So I, indulged in the non-traditional way of doing it online. And I peeped out Bobby first. And I was just like, ooh, he's cute. Okay. Hey, gorgeous. I forgot what exactly I said, but it went from me saying something first. And then even after we got to know each other a little bit more, I asked him, can we go on a date? I was very aggressive. I just looked at these. I don't know if y'all do it, but I went through our text messages.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I screenshot the ones that I really love. Yeah.
Yep. And I was just like, dang, I was bold as fuck. So I was just like,
who's that bitch? Because that's not me. No. Stop.
We here a year later, so it
obviously worked.
Yeah, no, it was gonna work.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can be a little aggressive sometimes, y'all. But I feel like that would have never happened if I didn't shoot the shot. Like Nia said, I'm just not copying it to everybody out here. I'm like, look, I have a lot of personality, and I could be a bit much. So I've
never noticed that about you. I have to say, I cannot see where you went. Yeah, I know she is actually. She was like a little bit. I have Kimberly. I have never seen that with you. You've always just been so meek and quiet.
Just that's what my friends say. It's just to know that I would be wasting a lot of people's time because I need to know that they can appreciate. Honestly, just appreciate, not even handle all this woman. Just appreciate. All my
fuck
colors.
That I'm allowed a woman. I don't care. You gotta know what you coming to get.
No, that's
listen.
No, and so that's why I picked this topic because I'm not one to shoot a shot. I have seen a lot of good-looking men. My man is outside this door.
I know that's right. DJ probably got his ear to the door. So what you said about fine men? Side note, I had told Michael that I thought, God damn, what's that football player? Oh, look at this!
I guess he can.
I think only a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Outside that door. No, that really just kind of made my whole day. I'm not going to lie.
So
that was everything. But what's that football player that Michael looks like? I can't remember what his name is. God, what is his name?
I don't know.
Damn, but I said, babe, I don't know why you be upset people say you look like him. I said, that man is fine. He said, oh, so you think he's fine? So
goodness.
Is that the person that you think is fine? And I was like, well, shit. Yeah, obviously I got a type because I thought you was fine. I don't know. Shit, but damn, what's that man's name? Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
No, I just was never one to shoot a shot. I was very shy. I did a lot. I was telling Nia the other day, now I can flirt through text message, okay?
Ooh, talk about it.
I can flirt through text message, but in person, I'm just very hello. You're fine. I see you. So I've never been one to shoot my shot. And I just watched this video the other day of this woman talking about as women, we need to know what we want and go in, educating men on what we want, and then decide from there if they can't give us what we want. The things that we not even just want, the things that we need, that like you said, appreciating who I am and what I bring to the table. And I feel like if you've been around a person for a long time, or it's a good friend of yours, or you work together and you know that this man is meeting the mark, but you're too afraid to approach him, then you might be missing your blessing. And I get it, is in tradition is rooted for the man to approach, but I feel like men are sometimes just as nervous as we are to approach them. So I think it has been a shift in more women approaching men and being vocal about what they want. And to be honest, I don't see anything wrong with it. I support them. I salute them. I need them to come teach me how to do it. Well, I don't need them to teach me because I got a man.
Yeah, got a man now. I got a man now. I don't need none of you. Okay, and it was Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, now that's a fine one.
I told you. And I said, they kind of got a similar face structure. And when Michael had all that hair, I said, no, I can see why they keep saying that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No,
but
that
I said, that man is fine.
He fine. He used to play for Ohio State. I know.
Oh, so you know him.
I know.
How you be? Hey, ask him to come back to Ohio State so I can.
He was acting up. He was dating that white girl. That's why.
Oh, and see, and that you know what? Yeah, we ain't even got enough. That's the next time. That's the next time. Don't worry, we'll be back before the semester's over. But actually, I like the traditional feeling of a guy coming after me, but at the same time, I think that kind of what you were saying, like alluding to what you were saying, if you just allow people to come to you, then anything can come to you. Versus like if I shoot my shot, I'm going for something that I've obviously seen and I like. So if I think that you're determined, I think that you're loving, I think that you're caring, I think that you're all these amazing, wonderful things, why do I have to sit there and like wait for you to tell me you like me? I mean, because there's only two outcomes. Either you like me too or you don't. So it's like, I mean, and hopefully you can like not have it be awkward afterwards. But there are a lot of men who have to like let it not be awkward after they come to you and ask you out. Listen, I've had so many shitty people like shoot they shot and be bold enough, and then I take my time to like talk to them and I realize it didn't work out. When I could have probably skipped all that shit and just went and shot my shot with somebody else, to be completely honest with you. So I don't know. I like being sought after, and I can see the benefit of like, you know, not having a man come after you, but kind of like pursuing a man. I've done both, so I don't know.
So how did you feel when you pursued a man?
When I did
How
it?
did that go?
So it was more of a like you know, I was just more aggressive, kind of like how Kim was, in the terms of like, no, I want to talk to you, like, no, I like you, like, so what is it, like, what's up, like, type of thing. Or I was being a little bit kind of like how you were saying, like, I'm bold, so like if I'll go out and I'll flirt with you, and if you flirt back, then I'll be like, okay, so is it a yes or a no? Like, I just need to know, like, how bold am I really about to get, like, with you? And all you have to do is say no. You know what I mean? I don't take no offense to it, as long as you're not being offensive, if that makes sense. Because there are some niggas out here that will be offensive, and so that I will not do. However, I didn't feel no type of way. I know that some men like more aggressive women. I think two of my exes, actually, three of my exes, I actually was the one that was like, what is your name? And where are you going? I think one of my exes, I walked up and said, hi, my name is Nia. And I just sat down next to him, and he was like, hi. And I was like, yeah, so what are you doing? Like, what are you here for? And he was like, oh, some. I was like, yeah, well, you cute, so that's why I'm here. So, and then it just kind of went from there, so I can see the benefit. But I think with Michael, I don't know if it was, I don't think I shot my shot or him. I think it was more of like organically, we kind of just started to, you know, like each other and talking. We were both being real reckless at the time. So I think that's how that went. But I don't know. I like also being chased after.
I think what will be helpful too to build the confidence of women to seek men is if, like you said, the rejection part is not so mean and negative. Like if you don't want to pursue anything with that woman, just say that, and vice versa, because women can be nasty too towards men that try to pursue them. So I think that will help mitigate. Yeah.
It probably would.
I want to say, what kind of like rejecter are you? Because I always try to compensate for all the women who are nasty, and I'd be like, oh no, thank you.
It depends on how many times I have to say no. You know what I'm saying? Because probably the first time I'm gonna be like, well, you know, like I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling it, or I'm like talking to someone else, or I'm in a relationship. You know what I mean? And so it depends. If you get real crazy on me, then I'm probably gonna have to cuss you out and block you. But I think I've only had to like outwardly be like crazy because you just not taking no for no. To be honest,
that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta get buck and let people know. Like it's a no.
And then they hit you with you was ugly anyways. I was like, that's not what you said in my DM though. So
and that's not even necessary.
It's like how old are we? About 10. Like all the men about 10.
I guess so.
Turn 11 on the Neverary.
I guess so.
About 10. I don't know. See, I think I'm more of a chill or letter downer. But you know, also too, the flip side of that, and I think reason why a lot of women struggle with the opposite side is because there are a lot of men who don't like aggressive women. So it's a turnoff for them. You know what I mean?
Because it's attributed to being a hoe, or like I at least,
or he don't feel manly.
Well, okay, so when you say aggressive women in a relationship, or as a
like the pursuer, or even
right.
I mean, like I guess you can say either or because it really doesn't matter. There are some men who deadass don't like aggressive women. I've had a man tell me like, you need to just calm down sometimes, and I looked at him and I knew that he wasn't the one. I was like, that ain't gonna work. But like there are some men who don't like them even being the pursuer to
Right.
even get to know the fact that
Right.
you know I'm one way or another in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
That's some internal work they got to do on their own.
Ooh,
Because why
talk about it.
Because why can't a woman pursue a man, and why does it have to be that they're being dominant or they're being aggressive? What if it's they just
I just like
what
you.
they like?
Yeah, I just like you. I seen you with your shirt off, and that was enough for me. No.
You afraid to go tell your boys? Yeah, she shot her shot. Like it's not even that deep.
I think it takes away from like the masculinity. It's almost like the conversation that we've had about. Oh, let me not get y'all started. But you know, when men proposing versus women proposing to their man,
yeah.
it's kind of like you're taking that moment of I don't even know. Because I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be. Maybe we should be like, hey, yo, DJ, what's up? Come in, come talk about it.
Because I was so
So, I don't know.
surprised to have one of our friends, who
More progressive
graduated-
friends. Yeah, one of our more progressive male
more
friends.
progressive friends to be like, nah, man, get up. Like,
Yeah, off the floor. Yeah,
yo,
for
I
real.
was so surprised to hear that. So,
Maybe it's like the conquer and the chase thing too, because one thing I've noticed is that men have, because society had determined that they are the ones who determine everything, which is some bullshit, that they have the right and the pick of the litter to do what they want. If you take that away from them, then what is the chase and what is the options and what is the insert whatever masculinity toxicness you got going on right there? And I don't know if I'm right or not, but I feel pretty right.
You sound right to me.
I don't know.
Sound right because
couldn't tell you.
I don't see any harm in a woman going after what she knows that she wants. And someone letting her down respectfully or running with it. That could be your queen and you don't even know it because you too
even
afraid
know
to have a woman pursue you. So
Actually, you know, I'm going to take a turn because I know we got like 10-some minutes left or whatever. But I kind of want to know what y'all feel about this. So, do y'all remember back, I don't know if y'all were on social media at the time when Fantasia was saying how there are some women who are just too aggressive and that they need to let their man be the head, but they are the neck. Do y'all remember
I do
that?
remember that.
So she basically was saying that there are just women just feel like there aren't, you know, like they gotta control everything and they gotta be the head of the family, but the man is the head of the family and we need to be the neck of the, you know, like, so we control the head, but we let the head do. I don't know. The analogy was a little weird to me because I'm like, well, my neck and head is connected. So I mean, if I'm moving it, then I'm talking it, and I'm still doing it. So I don't. But I guess her thing was women should stop trying to be the head of everything and stop trying to be so independent and let they man be a man, whatever that's supposed to mean. So what do y'all feel about like that? Because I feel like it kind of ties into like I'm gonna be independent, I'm gonna shoot my shot. So what about being an independent woman and being like, you know, the go-getter? Well, not necessarily a go-getter because that's not to say that your man isn't, but being so aggressive or being so independent and not necessarily relying on your man to feel like a man, because her whole argument was men can't feel like men because we don't allow that space for it.
Got you.
Does that make sense?
It does. I remember the video. Did you see it, Kim?
no.
No, yeah. She
I
was on,
think
like,
a
the
lot of
Breakfast Club.
her understanding of that is rooted in the Bible and rooted in
Okay.
her Christian faith.
Okay.
And if you base it off of that, then yes, what she was saying,
You
it
feel like
makes
it's
sense.
right, yeah.
It makes sense, and that's why I can understand where she's coming from. I just struggle with it just a little bit. And how I struggle with it is, yes, we should let men lead, but I think I know women can lead as well, and I think about that 80-20. Like, what if my partner at one time is giving 80%, but I only have 20% to give, or what if my partner only has 20% to give, and I have to give
you
that
gotta get
80?
the
Like,
80,
what
yeah.
does that look like? I'm going to have to take charge, and I'm going to have to lead in that relationship, and I feel like a partnership, a relationship, which is a partnership, is equal. So I understand where she's coming from, and I understand the context. I also struggle with it a little bit, but I also agree because I grew up in the church. I understand her perspective, so I'm on the fence. I would like to hear what y'all would have to say.
So, my mother pretty much groomed me into becoming another version of herself.
Don't they all do that though?
Right. And she, growing up, I very much saw just nothing wrong. Like, just a picture perfect marriage. And my dad being the head of the house and my mom working behind the scenes. And growing up, she revealed like the evils of the world and how much behind the scenes she really was. So she did exactly what Fantasia was talking about, because she did let my dad be the face of the family, but we all knew, at least inside the house, who was really running shit. And she gave me a full like diagnosis
Rundown.
of all of that when I was older.
And, like, so for me, that's what makes that a little complicated, because it's like, well, if I'm the one who's actually running certain things, why do I have to make it look like you're the one doing it to feel like... So does that not make you feel like less of a man, that you have to pretend that you're... Not your father, but I'm saying in terms of, like, Fantasia and the whole idea that I have to make him feel manly? Like, first of all, what is manly to you? And why do I have to pretend something to make you feel manly? Like Rel said, if it's a partnership, I don't understand why we can't play to each other's strengths. Like, there are some things I'm just better at you at, and there are some things you're just better at me at. Like, why does that take away from your manhood and our like relationship? I think that especially like for my kids, my parents were never really together, but my parents both married separately, and I just never understood the fact that, oh, you gotta let him do whatever, da da da. I don't want my kids to grow up thinking that I have to let a man, or, you know, like my daughter has to let a man be the head of a household, or my son feeling like he's entitled to something he hasn't worked for, or he's not fucking good at. I mean, I couldn't ever subscribe to that, because maybe I'm the woman she's talking about being a little too like headstrong, but even relating it to the Bible, it's like, for me, that was the time, and we no longer have that, right? And so if that's not what I'm working off, I can't work off of a template we no longer use, right? It's like using the old MacBook, like from 2001. We not running off that iOS. Why am I trying to update a system on an old ass computer? To me, it doesn't make any sense. So it's like, if I can do all this shit by myself, why do I have to pretend to make you feel like you're good? Like, you should be a man without me having to make you feel manly, you know? Like, I don't know.
And I feel like there's other ways that we can make our men feel like kings. There are other ways to like really because the world is not letting them know. So that's what we are here for, to let them know that they are loved and that they are kings and that
they're cared for.
That they're appreciated. And there's other ways to do that than letting them be the head of the family, or like, I just feel like there's other ways to do that. And what do we fit? If it's to feed their ego, what are they gaining from that? What are they really learning? If we're doing all the behind the scenes work as women, and we're trying to feed their ego,
and then let somebody take the credit, that don't make no sense. It's like doing a group presentation, and then the motherfuckers get up there and they're like, "Oh, we did. Oh, we. There ain't no we. I did this shit. You're not taking my credit for something."
So what context was Fantasia speaking about when she said let them be the head? Is this like paying bills, or like...
I personally, this was like damn near a year ago and some change, so I can't necessarily remember. I just remember her saying that, you know, women have to stop being so headstrong, because there was a point in time where women had to be, right? So if you didn't have a father at home, and, you know, she had to play both roles or whatever the case may be, but then I guess she was arguing that those mothers, you know, raised women to be so independent, they act like they don't need a man. And to be honest, I don't need a man if that's what for me personally, if it's to pay the bills, or if it's to fix something, or if it's to insert some shit I can pay for and or do myself, then no, I don't need you. I need you for love. I need you for support. I need you for uplift. I need you to be a partner. Like, none of those things for me personally have anything to do with like your toxic masculine, you know, or idea of what a man is. I make my man feel like a man every time I say, you know what, babe, you handled that shit today. Like, you just filled up the room. You know, your confidence. I'm so proud of you. Like, whatever you accomplish, I'm there for you. I hope that makes you feel like a leader, which in terms like feeds your masculinity and you feel good in a positive way, versus, I let his name be on the bill. The fuck does that do? Like, especially if it's coming out of my bank account. You really want to pay bills? Then you can pay all of them. I'll let you feel as manly as you want. You can feel hella manly. So I'm guessing that's the context, but I can only speak to the parts that I can clearly remember, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Yeah.
You have any other thoughts?
Sorry, because I was digesting it all.
Mhm.
And like I said, coming from my mother who kind of exuded that whole let the man be the head, and she worked behind the scenes. She still demanded her respect from everyone to let them know that try me if you want, because I'm here.
Yeah.
So
Let's try this again.
Right. So, I mean, I think in certain ways, I think I can see where Fantasia is coming from, not in the religious aspect, but just for the aggression, because I was like toxic. What does Jordan say?
Femininity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a bit of that, being argumentative and just super headstrong and just like
My way. Yeah.
my way. So in that sense, I do agree that sometimes you just gotta to chill out. And with my current boyfriend, I feel as though I made that switch and can see how aggression is toxic, toxic femininity. So in that sense, I did dial some things back, but not in the sense of my independence. I think it's just the way I portrayed and like exuded that and what it looks like and what I want people to see it as, like, within me. So
more like letting your partner be your true partner. Maybe that's what she should have said. Like, maybe that's what she was alluding to, because like Rail said, there's that 80-20, you know, shit. Sometimes your partner got 0 and you got to pull the whole goddamn 100. But if I'm the one letting his names be on the bill, but now his account is empty, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be like, well, he the man, he got to figure it out. Like, I don't know exactly how that is supposed to work, but I do understand, you know, being argumentative, because I was like, I'm right, I'm always right, because I don't need no man. But at the same time, I wasn't being a true partner, and I think that maybe her wording is a little fucked, because
it's rooted in the old MacBook. That's
you know, and that old iOS, and we not working off the one on iOS no more, honey. We're at like 13.5 at this point, so we gotta keep it pushing. Okay, well, thanks y'all. How y'all felt about that convo?
good.
Yeah.
You feeling good about it? Yeah. Okay.
Kimberly got me thinking a little bit.
I hope everybody's, you know, digesting. We had a lot to talk about today. It was like a lot of little things going on. But I really do appreciate y'all coming in and supporting our podcast. And hopefully we can do a ladies' night of the Wine Night podcast again.
Ladies' night.
Oh, that's how we should have started it. Hey. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. I'm here for it. Thanks, y'all, for joining the Wine Night podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share with all of your friends, because that is how the podcast grows. And bitches like for things to grow, kind of like my pockets, my blessings, and my man. Okay, and on that note, see you later.